Appeal to the Great Spirit is an art exhibition about the visual side of the Beach Boys. The title comes from an early 20th century sculpture which the Beach Boys in 1967, when they started their label Brother Records, used for the logo. In 2005, my co-curator and I, Dominic Priori, we published an issue of a magazine focused entirely on the influences behind the Beach Boys' All Summer Long album. And that was really the first time that I thought about how their visual aspect played a role in disseminating their music. Everything from their name to the subjects that they sang about, like hot rods and surf culture and teen culture in the 60s, just screamed ephemera. And yet there was something experimental and deeply emotional about Brian Wilson's productions. And a lot of the art directors that the Beach Boys were working with were able to tap into things that were happening in early modernism and also around them during the mid-century in Los Angeles. I would call it vernacular modern. I was really excited to get a set of original paper plates from the La Fonda del Sol restaurant designed by Alexander Girard, whose iconographic Celestial Suns influenced a number of the Beach Boys packages. In the show, we actually trace the history of not only surf culture as it was integrated into the Beach Boys' sound and look, but also the moniker that they used. The middle part of the show is the transition that the band made from being surf minstrels to psychedelic avatars. This progressive era for the Beach Boys ended up being so powerful for them that it actually changed their direction for about 10 years, both musically and visually, until the mid-1970s when they suddenly became a nostalgia band. The third section doesn't follow them down the nostalgic direction, but it actually follows the fan base that wasn't quite ready to let go of their progressive era. So you saw all of the things that were sort of established in the transitional psychedelic era all get sort of repackaged in these unsanctioned posters, unsanctioned artworks on the covers of fanzines and bootleg albums and tribute albums. And so artists outside of the Beach Boys were able to show how much they appreciated their experimental side. My hope for the show is that people will look at the various artworks and objects and be able to think beyond notions of criticism and really be drawn into the whole scope of the world that they created.
Institute.